We just need the life gain over anything. And we need to really string into these. Hello, good game. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. We will be playing with Azorius Aggro today. That's the color combination of white and blue. Of course, with an aggro deck, we want to beat our opponent before they know what hit them. Breaking down the deck list, the strategies and synergies within the start of the video, showcasing all of those techniques within the gameplay footage, and then finally wrapping up with our final thoughts. So buckle up, get ready, and let's take a look at the deck. Alrighty, No Mercy is the name of the game, and it's not often that I actually feel bad playing a deck, but this is one of them. So we are competing within the Mythic rank today without, a worry in the world, climbing up those positions into the top 400, I think, which is really cool. Some new cards in the build. First and foremost, the Inquisitor Captain for 4 mana. This is a 3/3 with Vigilance when it enters the battlefield. If there are 20 or more creature cards with mana value 3 or less from among cards in your graveyard, hand, and library, seek 2 creature spells or cards with mana value 3 or less, put one of them into the battlefield, and shuffle the other into your library. This is absolutely incredible because we can pull things like the Glasspool Mimic, which is an older card for 3 mana, entering the battlefield as a copy of a creature that we control, except it's a shapeshifter rogue in addition. So, playing the captain, pulling a mimic with the captain, copying the captain with the mimic, and then repeating that process as many times as we can. This is absolutely fantastic if we have something like the Righteous Valkyrie in play, another older card for 3, a 2/4 with flying, and whenever another angel or cleric enters the battlefield under our control, gain life equal to that creature's toughness. As long as we have 7 or more than our starting life total, 27, creatures we control get +2/+2. This is a non-legendary that can stack. Holy Toledos. So pushing all of our creatures up by +2/+2 by reaching 27 is the main goal of the deck, right? Sure, it's fun to flood the field with the captain, which if played on top of the Valkyrie will get you to 27. It does achieve your goal, but really just get to 27 with the Valkyrie in play, push up all of your attackers, and then just close out the game, right? Do it as quickly and as effectively as possible. With this being said, we can run out of cards to play from our library through the captain as more and more of them enter the battlefield, because it does not take into account the creatures or with mana value 3 or less that are in play within the battlefield, right? Your hand, your graveyard, and your library is all that it's counting. You'll need to have 20 or more. We do have, I believe, a total of 32 minus the 4, bringing us to 28. This is done quite effectively through the Skyclave Cleric, which is the Skyclave Basilica, which is a modulo land coming in tapped as a plains, or a 1/3 Cleric for 2 mana, gaining 2 life when it does so. And then we already talked about the Glasspool Mimic coming in as the Glasspool Short tapped, the same thing, right? Not to mention that, but we also have a new card in the build, Sinister Reflections for 2 at instant speed. Conjure a duplicate of up to 2 targets, non-token creatures you control to your hand. So this is really good. We can grab more captains, we can grab more Righteous Valkyries, we can grab more Glasspool Mimics. Heck, we can even grab more copies of Voice of the Blessed, which is a 2/2. Whenever you gain life, put a counter on it. When you have 4 more counters, it's gaining flying and vigilance. 10 or more counters, and it's going to gain indestructible as well. So, the fact that we can make copies of some of the best creatures in the game, that's already very good, but we can also put more copies of them in the graveyard, in our library, in our hand, so the Inquisitor Captain can keep on firing. Very cool beans. We also have the Hallowed Respite as a flicker effect, tapping one of theirs if we need the attack lane open. We also have Fading Hope for this effect to open up our attacking lanes, or we can, do that bounce, gain more life on top of the Righteous Valkyrie, potentially have the Captain's ETB effect go off as well, which would be very nice. Fading Hope can protect our creatures defensively in a similar fashion. We'll just have to repay for that creature to enter. And then there's the Lunarch Veteran and the Phantom. You know, when you enter on top of it with creature, gain life, and when a creature leaves on top of the fountain, lose life. So just kind of the opposite there. Disturb for 2. A nice card as you'll be gaining life, bringing yourself up to that 27. Same thing goes for Angel of Unity. This is very good for 2 mana, a 1/3 flying lifelink. Whenever it enters the battlefield or you cast a party spell, you know, Clerics, which we have, and Rogues, which we coincidentally have as well, put a +1/+1 counter on a party card in your hand, which is, you know, those Clerics and Rogues again, which is nice, and it has the life gain, which is going to help push up Voice of the Blessed as well. Angel of Eternal Dawn, it becomes day, it cannot become night, and your opponents can't cast spells with mana value greater than the number of turns that they've begun, which is really good, shutting down those treasures and any ramp decks as well. The Deserted Beach and the Hengegate Pathway are in here for land consistency, and then the Plains Islands as well, right? So that's the deck. It's quite a bit going on, a little bit of a mouthful here. 2.3 average mana value, 32 creatures to our 8 non-creatures, 20 land only, but remember, we have those 8 module lands through the creatures there, which is really, really good with the Captain. So I hope you guys enjoy, and start working in copies of Sinister Reflections into this deck. You're not going to regret it. Enjoy the gameplay footage. Make sure to like the video to show your support. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more great content just like this. And maybe even support the channel by visiting that link tree in the description below. Cheers. Have a magical day. On the draw, probably play the Skyclave Cleric first, just so we can get into those 3 drops that we like so much. Looking for a blue source. Ooh, Grixis Dragons. We do find that blue source. We need to somehow outpace dragons. I'm not sure how we'll do that, but I hold hope. This would be fairly good to shut down the dragons that they're reducing. Maybe that's smart of us. Or we just go crazy with the life gain. The orb. Into a goldspan, nice. No blocks, that really sucks. And then they kill our Valkyrie. Nice. So we're basically screwed here. Not doing anything other than that for the turn. Really hurts us. We're so far down from 27. They're grabbing a dragon card. It's Moonveil. They hit for 4. They've had 2 of their 4 removal spells hit our Valkyries, which is pretty insane. Down to 11. Moonveil out. Alright, big money, big money, big money. Big money, big money, big money, big money. I guess we should have got the one in the air. We do get quite a bit of life gain here, regardless. Can we survive this turn and play another captain? That's going to be the real test of might for us. We need more life gain. I mean, we're at 19. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. No blocks. Maya, you are getting into all sorts of trouble today, aren't you? What was that? I don't know, man. Land out. Captain out. I don't mind the Eternal Dawn at this point. It could be worse. It's good life gain on top of the Valkyries. We have Vigilance. So we can swing in with them. It's 13 damage. That's no joke. No joke. I think they have enough mana and have started enough turns to cast really whatever they want. So Voice is blocked. It's a land. They need a spell to discard and draw. Oh, you dog. How much damage does that do? Oh, not enough. All they have is the Dragon's Fire. Oh, they almost had us. They almost had us. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Let's block the Moonveil. It's a draw engine for them. We should deal with that as a priority. Do they have another field wipe? Oh, I forgot about the extra damage. Smart. Smart, 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 smart. It's good that we got rid of their draw, right? Let's hit for 9 damage. Oh, TOLEDOS. What do you think, Maya? Is that good? She's like, yeah. I love this cat wheel so much. I think we did it. Well, that's fine. They have to defend. They just go for it, though. We double block the dragon. They only get 1. My game's always just lagging up like that. Hello, good game. That was looking rough off the start. I don't know how we came back to win. That was going first. Turn 1 looks great. Turn 2 is pretty cool. Turn 3 is potentially there or a tapped land. And turn 4 is amazing. The curve is nice. There's also a ton of land, which is fairly consistent as well. I like this. I'm gonna throw that on the captain. Hit for 1. We may have to play the Mimic as a land. Nope. We're good to go. Let's play Lunark. Push up the captain again, because we know we need to dodge some of their spells. As they are grotesque, yes? Let's hit for 1. They don't have lifelink, so our damage is offsetting the damage that they do to us. Okay, okay. And then the orb. This is great. This is good news. Captain goes wild. We push up the Mimic. Valkyrie's in play. We swing for 3. Up to 27 now for the defenders. The EA Beautiful. I think we have it. The Star Mount is incredibly good. And we just take this on the chin. It is what it is. Hit for 7, down to 20. Dang. Last pool Mimic. Push up a Cleric. Trigger our Captain. He gains 6 life here. Cleric in play. Do we have... sorry, the Mimic in play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 19. Yeah, we can do that. Because we have 2 in hand still. But that, I think, is the last time almost, so we can do that. Righteous Valkyrie out as well. And, uh-oh. Yeah. That's a lot of damage. The Inquisitor Captain. Absolutely bonkers, you know what I mean? So silly. I can't even. On the draw, curve is phenomenal. Literally could not be any better. Let's see if our opponent stumbles at all. We kind of need them to. This is not a snow source, which is good. Neither is that, though, so they're not running Blizzard Brawl. Keep that in mind. No blocks. Voice in play, gain 1 life. It goes to 3, no attacks, pass turn. Dire Overlord, not great. We take the 3, no blocks. They draw, not great. Beach in play, Valkyrie out. We gain life, go to 4, no attacks. Switches to Night, Dire Overlord becomes the Midnight Scourge. Now a 4/4 that can give trample and +1, or well, plus X, really. Paying life, down to 17. This is not great. They're doing well for themselves. They have a nice turn 1, 2, 3, playing their 4th land. So, and on the play for them, right? The Naturalist for 2. Pushes everything up. Oh, and then the Cutthroat. We are screwed. That Cutthroat is phenomenal. Hit for 10, no blocks. I think we are just going to die. They draw 2. Yikes. We need it not to become night is the thing. Shoot, shoot. We just need the life gain over anything. And we need to really string into these. It's a double life gain trigger. Which is good on voice, right? Let me just push that up. Oh, yes! I didn't think we were gonna get that, you guys. We navigated it without needing our Angel of Eternal Dawn, which would really stop a lot of their deck effectively. But just the obsessive amount of life gain triggers on Voice of the Blessed doesn't quite have Indestructible yet, but so darn. Going first is always nice. I think we hold on to the Mimic, and that allows for a turn 2 Angel. Big Smooth up at the plate. Mono black. Loath is a good card. Go in on Vigilance. Maya's going absolutely crazy. I ripped her off a piece of wrapping paper. She loves it. Oh, no land. No land, Reginald. Let's pass turn. We have the bounce effect, and we do have the angel next turn, which would help mitigate the use of the treasure on a loaf trying to ramp out, right? So this is okay. Bounce the Blood Artist. I don't know if you guys can hear this friggin' cat. She's going insane. That's not a land. We definitely just want that 4th land. There it is. Let's go. Push up our captains. I guess take voice. Should we push the agenda? I think we do. We need to get in there, right? And if they're going to block now, the Blood Artist isn't in play to do so. We just get through, and that puts the counter on the voice. And I want to make sure we're always attacking with the lifelink when the voice is in play. Four mana. Hook for 2. So here's the stinger on the Ghast. They make a treasure. They lose 2 life. They draw 2 cards. Interesting. 2 available mana here. Blood Artist uses that treasure. Do we even have enough creatures right now? Because we have 3 in field and 4 in hand. 20 or more creature cards with mana value 3 or less from among cards in your graveyard, hand, and library. Okay, so cards in our hand help. So we should be good to go with this. Maya's being crazy today. Angel on... Angel? Question mark? It's not too bad. Do we just super swing? We'll throw the captain into the fray, as well as the angel. They block both. They'll gain 3 life and deal 3 damage. They also remove our captain, but we get rid of 2 of their creatures. These Blood Artist triggers are quite dirty. They learn the pest summoning into their hand from the sideboard. 5th land in play. Pest summoning out. 2 available mana. I don't think they need Knight. They may want to ramp, but have no treasures in play right now to do so. I think Voice of the Blessed is the highest priority remove, and they take it. Yeah, absolutely. Losing 1 life, dealing 1 damage with our net values. Angel out, and we will slam down on Voice of the Blessed there. 4/4. Yikes. But no, we can gain life in the air, so we'll push it to 5. And let's go all in again and just try to push the as far as we can. They deal 1 damage, gain 2 life. And I think we hit for 3, right? And we gain 1 life. Five mana. So the Voice of the Blessed is safe from the hook. A little worried about that, right? There's their 6th land. It could just be Blood on the Snow. That would be terrifying as well. Agadeem's Awakening. Uh-oh. Now that is good. Yikes. So they're dealing damage here. I think it's a net neutral for them because it was on a pest and they have the Blood Artist out, so they lose 2 life but also gain 2 life. It's not ideal. Captain and the Stinger trade. And then the Twitch gets in the way of something. So they're dealing 3 damage, gaining 3 life. Our voice goes up. Not far enough, but it's on its way. They just have so much value still in their hand, right? We have nothing. Uh-oh. Not much going on here. Having both captains out of play does kind of suck. We've not seen a Righteous Valkyrie at all, which is a key component to us winning typically. Right, if we get +2 on all of these, it would go a lot quicker. 7 mana, hook for 5. They have to single target the voice. And if we can get 6 more life gain triggers, we can grab Indestructible, and then we're just worried about Exile and the minus effects, but we shouldn't be able to minus that much. Just a lot of triggers on the Blood Artist, right? Do they Exile? Don't shoot there. Let's swing with the Flyers, many of which should get through as they only have 1 blocker on the 8/8, looking like 7 confirmed damage. Of course, they will gain 1 life, and will lose 1 life in the process there also. We get those life gain triggers on the voice. Not really sure how I feel about that. I'm going to keep the land in hand. There's a juke. If we draw a 2nd land, we can play this land, right? We don't have any 6 drops in hand or 7 drops that we really need to focus on. There's the draw and discard. It cannot become nighttime, as we were unable to cast, which would have typically switched it. They just need to single target this voice, and, you know, they can do whatever they want. Holy Toledos. Nice. Agadeem's Awakening. Wow. Okay. This is an interesting match for sure. They're at 13, but like if they wipe the field, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage they would do, and they would gain 13 life. That's not good. Let's swing. They have 3 blockers. We still get in 3 damage. But they'll gain that 3 life right back. They'll also learn from Mascot Exhibitions and the Exile on Voice. So that's not great. Typically, we don't play this slow. We really ran out of juice a while ago. Hopefully they don't get Exile. Sure they do, right? What else would they go for? There it is. And then the Exhibition. So we will lose Voice of the Blessed here. Less than ideal. They have plenty of life gain through not only the blood tokens, but also the death triggers. They have a ton of damage. Bloodcaster, sure. Shambling Ghast. A full field, right? They could Blood on the Snow just to win. Let's throw up the block. And, yeah, this is looking pretty grim. We can push up Voice of the Blessed through the Angels. But I still think we're in trouble. There's nothing else to push up, sadly, in our hand. Keep the land to fake them out. Swing in with the Flyers. You see Maya's got... Oh, are you alright? She's like, I did something, Dad. My birthday paper went into the cat wheel. Let's watch her investigate. End our turn. It like shot through. Hey Maya, what's going on over there? I didn't mean to do that. Will you help me? Will you help me, Human? All right, we are still waiting. Nice. Okay. Oh! Why? Pretty sure that's a good game. Right, we kind of knew that was coming for a while. Do they get 18 stacks? They do indeed. That is a good game. We're not going to make them do it, right? We've already been here long enough. It was a great match. Let's just show ourselves out. Going first is cool and all, but not with this hand. We have to mulligan unless we play the Mimic and then Angel and really rely on the land draws. But I don't think that's what we want to do. This is just a mulligan hand. And this is much better. Okay, that Angel of Eternal Dawn can go. I hope it is not a misplay. And then Deserted Beach is our first land in play. It's tapped, but we don't have a 1-drop. Gate Pathways in number 2. Voice of the Blessed as a creature on top. 2/2 gaining +1 counters whenever we gain life. Geist Channeler. Uh-oh. This could be bad. Righteous Valkyrie out. No attacks past our turn. Worried about a Doomscar. Don't want to play into a Doomscar. They could Doomscar right now. Another Geist Channeler. Holy Toledos. I have to assume it's Discovery. I will do Mimic over Righteous as Mimic needs a target. Divide by 0. Okay. So if they were to field wipe, the Mimic would be useless, whereas the Righteous Valkyrie still drops as itself. That's why we want to use the Mimic beforehand. We hit for 2. Still just in with the Mimic. On the Valkyrie. Gain 4 life. Push up the Voice. We swing in for 5. Discover the Formula is dropped. They have a 8 card hand after the draw, of which 7 will perpetually cost 1 less to cast. That's absolutely bonkers. We're going to have a hard time with this one. No doubt. If we see Hull Breaker Horror, you know, we can basically cry. That will produce a few tears as well. Key to the Archive. I've heard a lot of complaints about this. People do not like the spellbook that's provided through Key of the Archive. In all honesty, many of the spellbooks are very good. There's few of them that are balanced, but they exist. For example, Garrick. His spellbook is so-so. The food spellbook is also so-so, in my humble opinion. We don't want to overdo it, but if we could push... Like, this is so much. I don't know. Because we get +6/+6 if it lands. It does not. We do get rid of the Channeler. I'm assuming there's a wipe coming our way here. They have 7 mana available. Playing to 8 mana if they so choose. Teferi in play. Okay, that's great, as Teferi can not only untap the land, but also the artifact. So 3 mana untapping with Teferi here. Also gaining 2 life. Phenomenal. This is really where things start to slip sideways for us. The bounce effects they have are fantastic. This Doomscar really hits close to home. We do have the 5 mana required to push back to 27. But, yikes. Angel pushes up the Skyclave Cleric, also puts us to 27. And our turn. They have a few cards in hand. Teferi also draws. Here comes a Sciences up to 16. They grab a land, gain 2 life. Day of Judgment. Boom, get wrecked. Destroy all creatures. So those back-to-back field wipes, you know, that Doomscar, the Day of Judgment, on the top end of all these bounce effects, it's going to be unpleasant, right? That's not good. Hopefully we can top deck some captains and just kind of run away with it from there. But if they can continue to juice out some value from their deck, which they are. That's a main phase Discover as well. You're getting a little greedy here. But when you're sitting on a hand of 7 that costs less, and you have Key, you have Teferi, what are you not capable of, right? Oh my lord. Okay, 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 okay. So that's great. Oh, and the Celestis. Cool beans. And I will top deck more land. Nice. I don't know what they're waiting on.
Is that what they're calling an attack these days?
Let's hit Fairy for 2. Celestis is just the worst. They have 36 cards in library. We're at 46. They're 10 cards ahead of us. Plus, they've been playing drafted cards. I'm ready to concede. There's a time warp. That seems fair, right? Oh my lord. And Lantern. Gandalf mages, am I right? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Couldn't they have played their Celestis there? They had mana and the keys to... I don't know. I'm not on their side, so I'm not doing it. But I'm pretty sure they could have. Do we just concede? It's like I've not done anything in how long? Right? It's like they are playing Magic now. We're just sitting here. Nice. Oh, I tried to click it. Maybe that means you have to stay. I slammed it and it didn't work. Well, that is not what we want to see. Oh my god. I'm going to play one card, and they're going to take another 10 minutes for their turn. And I'm going to be very sad. But at the same time, we could come back. All it takes is a captain with a couple of really good pulls. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Have a good day, bud. No mercy, indeed. Holy Toledos. It takes a lot to stop us. Multiple field wipes. You have to have the bounces, the counters within that process as well. And we need to get unlucky with our draw. However, with that being said, maybe Anticipate works in the deck to mitigate those field wipes. Because if you counter a field wipe and you already have a full... Like, what are they going to do on your next turn? You just win. Right? So I do think that potentially the Fading Hope can go, and we can bring in something like a Syncopate. That's my kind of idea. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Have a magical day. We'll see you soon in the next. Don't forget to like and subscribe.